Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Benidorm Crazy Marcus here with a bit of breaking news. Your summer holiday to Spain this year might be getting cancelled. Why, you may ask? Well, let me tell you. Over last night there were 50 reports. Yep, you heard me right. 50. Literally quite a lot of reports of an earthquake. Now, it's kind of crazy really. You think of Spain, you don't really think of somewhere that's going to get an earthquake. But unbelievably, it was a 5.5 magnitude earthquake, which has been said were quite strong actually, and it has been felt in some parts of the Costa del Sol. Apparently hundreds of cities, towns and villages have felt this earthquake in the Costa del Sol, and unbelievably parts of Costa Blanca, one of them parts being somewhere that's quite literally about 30 minutes out of Benidorm, 39 minutes out of Benidorm, not too far from Benidorm, Alicante. Apparently it was felt in Alicante. The epicenter of this earthquake were in Almere, in the Costa del Sol. Apparently it happened quite early this morning. People were woken up to a loud bang. Some were saying it sounded a bit like an explosion, but it weren't. So whether there's been any damage caused by it, because a loud bang, surely maybe that's something collapsing. I really don't know. I mean, it is a live report going on as the day goes by. More stuff's coming out about what's actually gone on. One couple staying in a 4-star hotel in Almere, Mike and Sue, they've reported waking up to a loud bang, then the whole building pretty much shaking, which, I mean, as you can imagine, must be pretty scary. Other residents, other tourists have reported waking up to the whole ceiling just wobbling. Others have reported loss of electricity, whereas others have reported some damage so far. Not much from what I've heard, but just minor damage. But I mean, it is quite hard to believe really, an earthquake in Spain. Crazy. But there are now warnings out for people. Scientists avoid flying to Spain, but I don't know what regions that warning is applying to. Is that just applying to Almere, where the earthquake has happened? Or is that going to be applying to all regions? Is that going to apply to places like Benidorm as well, Barcelona, etc., all over Spain? Or are they just saying, don't fly in to the epicenter where it happened, avoid Almere avoid the Costa del Sol. The other question is, are they evacuating people? Like, is the earthquake still ongoing, or has it already finished? I mean, unbelievably, according to Benidorm and Mike, he sent a warning signal to his phone, which basically just said, like, evacuate your building now. But first, make sure you got shoes on. Now, yeah, I can see why they've said, like, make sure you got shoes on, but, like, come on, like, you're in an earthquake. Surely you're going to want to get out fast before the possibility of the building collapsing. And I mean, going off that warning there, make sure you got shoes on before, like, you get out your building. If you've, like, just had a bit of how's your father, you're naked, they're basically then just saying, don't bother getting dressed, as long as you got your shoes on, get out that building. So, like, you've evacuated your apartment, your hotel, your house, and you stood there, middle of the street, stark naked. Bit crazy, really, but it's also crazy how us in Benidorm have got the warning. Like, an earthquake in Costa del Sol, which has been felt in Alicante, and we're getting a warning in Benidorm, even though we haven't actually felt anything, to be fair. There weren't really any sort of vibrations felt here, but the thing is, as you can see, I'll try to show you. Hang on, my camera's gone a bit cockeyed there. Oh, what the hell's happened here? Hang on then. Oh, I think that's balanced it out again. As you can see, for an earthquake to have happened overnight, it does seem like stuff's pretty normal in Benidorm, to be fair. I mean, it does appear that there's some police quad bikes stopped up the road just there, but I mean, that could just be maybe the one bike spoke down, maybe that pulled someone over on an e-scooter or something. You don't know. Right, I'll zoom you back out, hang on, there we go. So yeah, so far from what I have seen, there haven't actually been any loss of life or any injuries involved with this earthquake yet, so it hasn't really been too dangerous, but still, an earthquake can cause quite a lot of trouble. It has probably caused quite a bit of travel chaos and travel disruption. But apartments in Spain, now I'm pretty sure if you stayed in an apartment here in Spain or a hotel, you'll know that, like, in high winds or when storms, they do tend to, like, move side to side a bit, which happens quite a lot. Like, it always happens here. I mean, I know the first time when we first moved over here, we had quite a bad storm, and I could feel the apartment moving, which, I mean, is quite strange. So whether that can sort of come into support, like whether that can be considered like an earthquake safety mechanism, right, because they sway from side to side sometimes. Could that maybe be one of the reasons why some apartments have managed to withstand this 5.5 earthquake? I don't know, but apparently they're actually quite common here in Spain, but some you don't really hear much about, so yeah, crazy really. I honestly don't know what it will affect, whether there will be holidays being cancelled to Spain or whether people will still be able to come out and enjoy a holiday in the Spanish sun. Who knows, but I will try keep you updated. So guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.